Hi everyone, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do the Capricorn general reading for January 2019. We made it, y'all. So I hope everyone is having a fabulous start to the new year. I am going to be using a couple different, ways this year of doing things, and I'm hoping to be more consistent with the things that I'm doing with Whispers of Grace, so bear with me. So the first message they have for y'all today is attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. So, good morning, Deb. How are you doing, hun? So, yeah, man, listen, you can't, when you're chasing something, you're in the energy of lacking, you know? Um, when you're in a state of being and allowing things to come into your life naturally instead of trying to force things, things tend to go a lot better. So, yeah, right. But they also pulled out unlimited ideas. It says, your mind is one with God's infinite mind, therefore you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. So, especially if you're trying to make things happen in your life, like, we're all going through very significant changes. But I know Capricorn is always looking for the next big thing, right? So, hey, Lachey. So, sometimes it's better to allow things to take a natural course and make sure that it's actually meant to be in your life and come with a state of gratitude versus chasing all these big ideas, always looking for the next big thing. There's always, especially when it comes to jobs, you might be dipping your hand in a lot of different pots trying to bring more money in. I'm kind of in that place too, like, you need to more prioritize, but understand that there are going to be other things that flow into your life that give you what you need at the right time, instead of chasing and never feel like you get anywhere, right? So, have courage and ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others when you are guided to. And that's one of the things, like, some people I've seen being very judgmental about how people work and their giving, right? Like, listen, I was even like that with the homeless. I don't want to feel obligated to do it and feel responsible for the whole thing, especially when other people aren't showing up. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a lot of work to do this, and especially when we're not necessarily getting, the help from other people or the other groups that promise to be there. It was becoming a lot on me and my mom. So, I kind of went through this, like, if I want to help, I want to help, but I don't want to feel obligated to do something, especially something that means something to me. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel good when I do it because I'm helping people. But yeah, it is. So you have to feel guided to take those necessary actions when you need to reach out, when you need to help, when you need to step back, when to say, hey, I do need someone to help take this burden off me. I might need a little help with finances or whatever. Take the pride out of it, y'all. Giving is also part of receiving. There has to be that equal energy flow. So what does Capricorn need to overcome in their recent past? Ask for your needs to be met. What does Capricorn need to focus on in their current energy? No, there's a lot. There's a lot, okay? And what does Capricorn have to look forward to? Okay, makes sense. So let me pull these clarifiers real quick. What does Capricorn need to overcome in the recent past? What does Capricorn need to focus on in their current energy? And what does Capricorn have to look forward to if they listen to your guidance today? Alright, so the overall energy is the perspective card, which is the hangman. You might, especially when it comes to the dramas around others, maybe some arguments, fighting, you might have to strategize with emotions a little bit this month, especially around a Taurus or Leo. There's definitely a lot of significant changes that are going to bring more happiness into your life, but some things have to come to a full close. And that might be why you're in the hangman, because you're really not sure what's the next step to do. So I have no idea. Nice. But they want you to take a step back and pause and reflect, because there's a better way to go about this situation. Oh, thanks, son. These are the Archangel Power Tarot. I love them. I use them for everything. But, dare to be different. Don't feel like you have to mask yourself or hide who you truly are, or what your true wants and desires are, in order to get what you need. Like, you should be true with what it is that you really need, and be open and honest with that communication, setting strong boundaries, and allowing yourself to feel and experience the way that you need to, right? So what you need to overcome in your recent past, ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking for other people to assist you. So a lot of it, Capricorn, this month is really about the giving and receiving, and allowing people to be there to support you when you need it. Some of you might be either going through like some sort of breakup, or the Queen of Swords energy is here. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign, or wanting help from an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or have that in your charts. But there's such a powerful tech, Lachey, like it's crazy. But the Queen of Swords, she almost feels like she needs to do it on her own, because she's been hurt and backstabbed so many times, or let down, done, certain, like picking up all these different scenarios. So, going about things in a certain way, working really hard towards things and having them fall through. So, the Queen of Swords energy is almost that, like, using the benefit of her experiences in order to carry through. And with the Four of Cups being here too, it might be because, you're really focused on that past, especially with this Queen of Swords energy. So you might almost feel bitter in a sense by asking for help, because you're trying to make this slow progress forward. So with the Eight of Pentacles being here too, it does say on like different things that you're continuing to work on, and it's a slow process because you're learning something that's brand new. Like, it's a new way of doing things, a new job, promotion, a new career, a new hobby, maybe learning new boundaries, or a new way of staying to your authentic truth, that kind of thing. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Like, you don't have to be so prideful and think that, you have to do it all on your own, okay? And you know exactly what you need to do. Some of you are probably way more focused or been really focused more on your career rather than relationships. But I really feel like there's this, even if you don't ask others for help, don't forget to pray. Like, if you are struggling internally, and I'm sorry, y'all, like, listen, I'm using my phone and it's so damn tiny. So, yeah, if I don't respond to the comments, don't take it personally because I'm blind as a bat. So, but by staying in this energy, you're not seeing the true opportunities that are being handed to you by the universe, okay? And it keeps you distracted because you're paying attention to these cups that have spilt over. It's almost like boredom, stagnation, she looks complacent. And even him, like, I mean, he's studying and she's showing him where to look, what to do. But, the Eight of Pentacles energy is like putting in that hard work in order to learn or do something differently. So you might need that extra help. Don't be afraid to ask for your needs to be met because the universe wants to work in your favor, okay? Um, oh, okay. So what they want you to focus on in your current energy, and a lot of it has to do with money, okay? And that's what I'm saying about Capricorn. Like, they always want more. They always want the next best thing. And it's almost like such a driven thing that they don't know when to stop, right? Um, and that's not every Capricorn, but I know a lot of them that are like that. They are seriously, the hardest workers I know. But block out the distractions, okay? So there could be a lot of things in your life that are distracting you from the real work that needs to be done. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Release resentment about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, and holding resentments about finances just push your abundance away. Instead of seeing money as a tool you can use to better the world, instead see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. So it's telling you, when you block out those distractions and release the resentment about money, those blocks that you're feeling are going to be lifted, okay? So you're going to start to see that flow come back in. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift has overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You'll now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Positivity, faith, and optimism. See, it's a cycle. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Donations, tithing, and charitable work. So what it's leading you to, so a lot of you could be, like, so very similar to me and the homeless, right? I want to help. I want to have those finances in order to give back. I want to donate. I want to give my time. I want to give my energy. I want to make sure that those who are even less fortunate than I am have what they need in order to survive. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that they're fed, clothed, and, have that support, right? We all need that. So if you're, especially for those, like, okay, why do you want, okay, take a quiet spot, I guess. If you are one of those Capricorns that always feel complacent because you never have enough, or you're constantly working, and you feel like you're not really making a dent, right? You need to ask yourself, why do you want all this extra? And what do you plan on doing with it, right? Are you doing it for the highest good of all, or are you only doing it for yourself? Are you only doing it because you feel that, and listen, this is what society has done to us. I have these same fears myself, but you have to go to work, you have to do this, you have to pay your bills, you have to have all this nice shit and more in order to keep up the appearances that you have the perfect, you know, suburban life, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's disturbing. So when we get on the train of we're always lacking because half of us don't make enough to hardly pay our bills, and most of us can't even afford to live on our own. It's ridiculous, especially here in Charleston. So, you have to be making triple what all your bills are. And so a lot of people can get overwhelmed by normal things. And then we forget, but we want to experience life too. We want to be able to help people. We want to be able to support people. So when we move into, when I have this opportunity arise, this is what I'm going to do with it. By having this, universe, it will allow me to do this, and it makes me feel such. You know what I'm saying? So you need to communicate about what it is that you want to see. What kind of light do you want to show up with? And the sun is all about happiness and almost like a childlike manner. So it's really important for you to speak to the universe, speak to the people in your life, be a little more positive and grateful for what you already do have, and therefore go ahead and set those affirmations as, okay, I release these resentments and fear about financial security. I trust the universe that they will support my needs in order to allow me to do my service work on this earth as a light worker. You see what I'm saying? It already changes the vibration. So what you have to look forward to is God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God there is no lack or limitation, rather there is plenty of abundance for all to share, and that is exactly what I was talking about. It's not going to be an easy road though, okay? You are going to run into obstacles there, and that's what they're saying. You have to keep the faith, and you have to keep praying. You have to keep that connection with source, whatever your source is, okay? And prepare yourself. It doesn't, just because there's obstacles doesn't mean you can't go ahead and plant your seeds, that you can't nurture the things that you want to experience. You need to stay determined and keep moving forward and be prepared for any possibility. Especially with the King of Swords, there's a lot of air energy going on for Capricorn this month, so it's a lot about your thought process and the way that you're communicating. So they're telling you that wisdom and objectivity is important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. So if you have not been talking to your guides, your angels, your source enough, and you're feeling this lack or this disturbance, this blockage, this stagnation, then this is what you need to do. You need to get connected again with your higher self and with source. And don't be afraid to ask for help throughout the process, because you're meant to do great things, Capricorn, and you're meant to be of service. So don't get stuck on, feeling lack of monetary needs because they're wanting to support you, but you've got to get out of your own way, okay? So, yeah, that's what I have for Capricorn. I hope y'all enjoy that. If anyone needs a personal reading for your individual story, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. These are general readings for sun, moon, and rising, so please take what resonates, leave what does not. you know, it's not going to be for everyone, but it's going to be what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, okay? I don't do that. So, I hope that y'all enjoy it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And if anyone does want to help support the channel, there is a PayPal donation link down below in the description box. I appreciate everyone who has supported me this far, and I am excited to bring y'all into this new year and this new journey with Whispers of Grace, and I can't wait to see where it goes. So stay strong. If you haven't checked me out on Facebook or Instagram, please do, and we'll see where it goes this year. I'm excited, but yeah, keep strong, stay diligent, and stay true to your journey. I love y'all. See you later.